Hey guys, welcome back to our how-to videos. Today we'll be looking at Esri's Landsat Explorer, and we'll be also looking at some of its capabilities and tools. So what we want to do is an area in Jamaica. So we'll type in the Old Harbor area, St. Catherine. And what we'd like to look at is some of the urban areas in this community that's being built up and some of the agriculture and vegetation around it. So just for a brief introduction into the Landsat Explorer tools, you have like the base map tools to visualize different maps. We'll select the imagery with labels so we can get an idea of where we are in Old Harbor. So in the renderer, we can choose which data we'd like to view. So there's agriculture, natural color, um, urban index, moisture, and those are just some of the few we'll be looking at in today's video. So when we select agriculture, we also want to visualize how agriculture changes over time. So we can select the time selector. We can also change how we view the time. I think it's the better way to view. So let's start with 2019 and see what's there. It's always good to also include this slider that allows us to visualize a base map and compare according to the tools so we can see the area better. And in this area, we can see some of the area being built up and some of the vegetation around it. So when we look at the rendering, there is a key where you can get an idea of what to look for in the data. So in this data set, you have vigorous vegetation, which appears bright green, healthy vegetation, which appears as a darker green, while stressed vegetation appears as dull green. Coniferous forest appears a dark, rich green, while deciduous forest appears a bright green. Sparsely vegetated and bare areas appears brown and mauve. So looking at this area right here, we can use the slider and we'll be able to identify that there is some light green in this area. So we know that this area has some healthy vegetation. So now we can also select the time selector and go back and compare it to a different time period. So let's look at 2014 and we'll be looking at the month of October. So here we can see that there are a lot of brown spots just outside the community that's been built up. This indicates more sparse vegetation. And with that in mind, we'd like to also select a point in this area. Now we're going to get is a profile. So this profile is going to display different index values and we can do some comparisons. So with this one, we're seeing a decrease in the vegetation and we can also put it against the urban index where we will see an increase in the urban index compared to the decrease in the vegetation. And when we compare it to the moisture, we can see a decrease in the moisture correlating with a decrease in vegetation. And as we look throughout the profile, over the years, we can notice that as moisture increases, vegetation increases, and as moisture decreases, vegetation decreases. But there is one specific time that we can also identify where moisture had increased but vegetation had decreased. This can be indication that there was some man-made clearing of trees in the area while moisture was increasing. Also, what's good to do is to get further information that can give you possible reasons as to why this time period had such sparse vegetation. And in 2014 in Jamaica, there was actually a drought, especially in the southeastern side of the island. And this can help us identify why the specific area had looked like this. Um, it had little moisture during this time period, and hence the vegetation. Thank you for tuning into our how to video, and see you next time.